coming in hot, closing out the week. Chinchy, what's going on, brother?
You, man, you got your Reds shirt on and you got your glasses. I'm seeing like a little Chris Sabo look right now. Those trendy glasses you got on.
Dude, bro, I got some new contacts, right? Like about a week ago.
Hmm.
And my doctor, Dr. Falbo, is the best. He's been my
Dr.
doctor
Fauci?
since.
Dr. Fauci?
No, not Dr. Fauci, Dr. Falbo. Falbo.
Yeah, keep going.
And dude, he's been my doctor since I was like 16 years old. So dude, he's the best.
Okay.
So I was like, listen, I'm a little, I get a little tighter in these eyes. So he tightens me up.
Mhm.
And I can see crystal clear, but now I can't read.
Oh,
So
no.
he's like, if I make this one stronger, you're going to see perfect, far, but near you're going to be able to see. So whatever. I didn't think it was that big a deal. It's a huge deal, dude.
Are they
So now I just talked to him trying to get my old prescription here, which isn't as good, but at least I can read in it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So I ran out of contacts. So today I got to go with the glasses, bro.
Dude, it's not, I guess I'll call it lazy. I am in desperate need of a new prescription.
Yeah.
And I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And like at night, by the end of the night, I'm go outside because I'm like, I don't know.
Punch drunk.
Yeah. So it's getting old, man. Getting old.
I know, dude. I'm like holding things. Anything I hold out, like a supplement or something, I got it
Oh,
out here. I can't
forget about it.
read it.
Forget about it. I'm always like this. Now, like when you see the old guys look at stuff and they put their glasses down or they're like looking sideways. That's me all day long.
Do you have bifocals?
Well, I have what is it, progressive? It's
Yeah. Is that what I have too?
Yes, that's what you have.
Readers at the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I got too.
Well,
progressive.
And neither of us can read, so maybe progressive is a bunch of progressive BS.
I know. What the hell? Seems don't work.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, we were talking before we came on. It's an interesting topic. Cheers to the Rays for extending their team of management, Cash and the GM, right?
Yeah, and Neander, yeah.
Now, of course, that's a great move by the team, but you contend that maybe Kevin Cash should have done the player move and gone to quote free agency at some point.
Well, I'd like to see what the number is. I don't know what the number is, but I know that the Rays typically don't pay a lot of money to anybody.
Yeah.
And I know Neander and Cash obviously have a great relationship, and they're probably the best in the business as far as doing what they do with what they have.
Mm-hmm.
But Kevin Cash is a good buddy of mine, man. When I see Craig Counsell getting $8 million a year to the Cubs, that sets a standard now for managers. And Kevin Cash, to me, is the best manager in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really believe, what he's done there in Tampa is incredible.
Yeah.
I've known Cash for years and his personality and how good of a communicator he is. And, he has that, just like Bruce Bochy, that backup catcher mentality. If you're a catcher in the big leagues, you see the game differently. And I think Cash has done such a great job in so many facets. I would just like to see him get paid finally. I'd like to see Kevin Cash $10 million a year. Who's going to sign Kevin Cash 5 years for $50 million?
Yes, that'd be
great. That's where the standard is now in the big leagues. So I hope Cash got paid. Cash, I hope you got paid, brother. Because if I was your agent, I'd say, hold out. We're waiting until you become a free agent, and we're going to get the big money.
That's good. No, it's a good point. Now, again, at the moment of this recording, we don't know how much. So you guys, if you listen to this tonight and Kevin Cash got $15 million a year,
then disregard this whole thing. I can't imagine he got close to $8 million a year though.
Oh, no way. First of all, you got to take a hometown discount when you get an extension. You're not going to get the market money. All right.
Well, the other thing you have to think about too, he's got young kids that are in school.
Yeah, it's a good situation there.
It's a big part of it,
Yeah, and if they ever do move that team to Tampa, then it's a whole other franchise. You're bringing in more money. Maybe you can make more money later on, but who knows if that'll ever happen. But then now, speaking of extensions and getting paid, Astros plan to offer Bregman an extension. They said it as soon as they actually started saying it as soon as the Altuve thing. They were like, don't worry, we'll get Bregman locked up too. But the question is, if you just paid Altuve a certain amount of money, is Bregman getting that much less or more on his extension?
Well, I would say the Astros have some decisions to make because you got Framber Valdez coming up after next year, 2025. You You got Kyle Tucker. I think that's the guy they really want to lock up. Kyle Tucker, still in his 20s, young kid, stud. That's the guy you really want to lock up. Now, they've already locked up Bregman once. Bregman's finishing, I think, I don't know what the numbers are, Chinch. I think I want to say it's 6 years, 150 that he signed or something like that. Maybe not that much.
Yeah, you're kind of in the right ballpark.
Yeah, like he's just finishing up. 6 year, $100 million contract.
There you go.
He signed in 2019. So they've already upped him once. This next one, but I think the biggest deal, like his agent Scott Boras was saying, was that Bregman's 30 years old. Altuve's 34. Bregman's one of the best third basemen in the game, dude. This guy is an absolute horse. He's an absolute stud. Gets everything. Gamer, plays hurt. Just a guy that comes up with big hits. And for me, he's one of the best third basemen in the game. So, but I love that the Astros have the money. I'd be shocked if they don't make Bregman a nice offer. But if they don't, he's going to get it on the open market. Bregman is a game-changing bat, game-changing player. And like I said, just a gold glove third baseman. The guy can flat out pick it over there. Could probably play some short at the big league level too.
Right. Well, think about this. In his 1 year deal, what did Justin Turner get? Oh, actually, he's not really a good comp anymore because he's going to be more of a DH than a third baseman. But again, I think Turner got what? It was, you could make up to 15 million a year on that 1 year deal. So Bregman should be getting in at 20 millions at least.
Well, and also Turner's 40.
Right.
And Bregman's 30. So, he's probably looking at 25 to 30 maybe.
Yeah. And he gets, he can get banged up here and there, but I mean, he's a gamer. So, and he's got that compact built. It's not like, he's 6'5", 240 carrying that weight around all these years. He's
right.
A lot. What is it? Lithe? He's like a lithe 30 years old.
Right. He's going to age well, dude. He's going to age well. He's got that short swing.
Yep.
Quick to the ball, A to B. I mean, that ages well.
Yeah.
So the Astros have some decisions to make too. But, and like I said, you got Framber Valdez sitting there too. Nasty lefty. You win on the bump. You're gonna have to pay him big money too. So it's gonna be interesting to see. It's a good problem to have. And don't forget, dude, they've let Correa walk. They've let George Springer walk.
Good point.
They let Garrett Cole walk. You know what I mean? There's some big names that they just didn't want to pay that big money to. They let them walk.
That's a great point. Speaking of walking around, trade potential, everybody wants the Guardians closer, Clase, who I contend could be like a game changer or a division changer if somebody winds up with him. He's about as good of a closer as you get in the major leagues right now.
He's nasty, man. He's the lockdown guy at the end of the game with electric stuff. So you're right. Anytime you get a guy like Emmanuel Clase, you've made your bullpen elite. It's like when Hader went to the Astros. You're like, okay, now you got Abreu, you got Presley, and Hader at the back end of that pen as now elite.
Yeah, that is. Yeah,
Clase has that same kind of pedigree.
Right. And then one other thing you and I didn't talk about before, but I'm looking at it now. They're saying, first of all, Montgomery should sign somewhere by the end of next week, which I'd like to hear because we keep talking about him and nothing coming. Now, interesting. JP Morosi said that there's potential that the Phillies could still go after either Snell or Montgomery. I don't see why they wouldn't, because that would really put them in a good spot this season. Phillies.
Well, dude, it's great ownership out there, obviously, with the Phillies. And to have Dave Dombrowski not do anything in the offseason is like, you almost feel like he's like that lion waiting for the gazelle to come running by. He just freaking cross body blocks like the Road Warriors. You know what I mean? So that's what I see when when I see Dave Dombrowski not doing anything. Like, that's a little fishy. So when you say Snell or Montgomery to the Phillies, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. Just because Dombrowski's only real move has been signing Aaron Nola back, which obviously is a big one, but we all know that you win with great pitching, and so does Dave. Dave Dombrowski, anywhere he's gone, you go back to his Marlins teams, You got Josh Beckett, Dontrell Willis, Brad Penny, Carl Pavano, all those guys. Al Leiter, Kevin Brown when they won it all, right? I mean, those incredible pitching.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes to Boston. He has, it goes and gets Chris Sale. Always wants to. Now he's in Philly and he knows.
He did in Boston, went and got Price. Remember?
Yeah. Oh no, talk about Detroit. Hang on, Detroit.
When he was in Detroit,
David Price, Scherzer, and Verlander.
Right. Yeah.
We had Kenny Rogers. He had Bonnerman, Nate Robertson. I mean, there's like loaded guys always in those rotations. So Dave Dombrowski always has pitching on his mind, especially elite top end pitching. Like he knows you don't win with 3, 4, 5 starters in that rotation. You win with a lot of ones and twos. And I almost feel like the Phillies, when you look at, you got Wheeler, you got Nola. Man, it'd be nice to have one more top flight guy in that rotation.
Yeah, and I honestly got to say, no offense to Montgomery, because I think Montgomery's great, but like Snell kind of has that Philly mentality. I feel like I feel like Snell.
Yeah, he would like thrive there.
Yeah, I feel like he just fits in with that, like, what is it, lunch pail?
Yeah, blue collar, grimy, a little grimy. It's a little grimy there in Philly. You know what I mean? It's a little grimy.
yeah, just crushing cheesesteaks.
Dude, I told you in Philly. Yeah, dude, I told you in Philly. First off, Kevin the Clubby, shout out to Kevin, used to make the greatest cheesesteaks ever. I'd be like, I get a couple cheesesteaks before I head out there, but then you never felt that great, like the 4th or 5th. But they were the best. Everyone's like, Pat's, Geno's. No, the best cheesesteaks are in the Philly clubhouse, right? But I think I told that story like in Philly, dude. The griminess of like just when you go on deck. I mean, 3 or 4 or 5 people are waiting to just get on you, like just rattle the cages where you swinging a first pitch changeup, put it in play because you're so rattled that like, just get me out of here, kind of thing. So,
oh, dude, I gotta tell a quick story. When the World Series was Yankees Phillies, okay, that was like our first year actually having World Series coverage.
Right.
Of course, we were just like a super startup, so we drove to Philly for the series, like in cars, and we carpooled with a couple of guys. I'm not going to mention who, but they were like, we got to go to, I don't even remember if it was Geno's or Pat's. I get them so confused. One's with Whiz, one's the
Cheese Whiz.
Yeah, whatever. We were going to one of them. That's the point. And this one guy was in the car, who I'll tell you his name afterwards. After we hang up, like, he's like, I can't wait to get this. We got to get, I'm going to get like 3 of them, whatever. Now we drove after the late MLB tonight. So we left at like it was like 1:30 in the morning when we started driving to Philly. So we get cheesesteaks at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
So they're still open?
Yeah, I think so. It was like a weekend, whatever it was. I don't know. Long story short, this dude was so ready to crush these. We are standing checking in, and I just hear like the crinkling of paper, and I look over. This dude's online to check into the hotel. Like he's 3 minutes away from his room, and he's just crushing one of his cheesesteaks behind me. And there's other people actually checking in. It's like, you know what a cheesesteak smells like, dude.
Oh yeah, it comes out. It's like, oh.
And I'm like, what's it? And he's just like, finished it before he even got to the check-in thing, and had 2 more from when he went.
Did he even got 3 cheesesteaks? Yes. I love it, dude.
So is it. Anyway, I do love a good cheesesteak, man.
I love it. Me too. I love a great cheesesteak.
Yeah, maybe I'll get one today, actually.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't? There's got so many good places out there in Jersey too, right?
Well, I don't live in Jersey. You keep saying that.
Oh, sorry.
You were at my house 3 weeks ago.
I meant Rockville Center, Long Island. Sorry.
Yes, there are good cheesesteaks here. All right, you gotta get going. We got busy days. Hey, it's the weekend.
So hey, dude, who do you got in the Super Bowl?
I don't know yet. I really don't. Like,
dude, my gut says don't bet against Mahomes.
I wouldn't bet against Mahomes. But then, it's really more of like rooting on a rooting thing. I don't know who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for a good game. I'm rooting for
too. I am too, bro.
I think that's it. I'll be happy for either. If the Chiefs win, the story is Mahomes is he's in it. He's in the car. He's sitting shotgun with Tom Brady already. If he wins this game, I think. Now, if San Fran wins, like, I love the McCaffrey story.
I like Kyle Shanahan too. I like Brock Purdy.
Like Purdy.
There's a lot of likable guys on both sides.
Oh yeah, dude.
Kelsey, Mahomes, all those guys, and then you got
Fred
you got-
Warner too, the linebacker for the.
Yeah, you got Kittle.
So cool. Kittle was just cool.
Kittle's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know
Brock
if you know
Purdy,
about, like when they had
McCaffrey.
their like media night stuff, there was an interview where they had Kelsey and Kittle together.
Yeah.
It was just the respect the guys had for each other and how great they were. They're such great guys, and they were almost like rooting for each other. It's a good group of it's two likable teams. The only reason everybody hates the Chiefs is twofold right now. It's like you don't like the team that's on top, you know, how the Yankees over those years, and you're just jealous of Travis Kelce and Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor Swift.
That's why people are rooting against them. There's no other reason to root against them. They're all nice people too, you know. Like
yeah, so true.
So we'll see, man. We'll see.
All right, well, it'll be fun, dude. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
All right, brother. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the weekend. Tell Jess I hope she's feeling better.
Yes, thank you.
Is feeling better? All right, good, dude.
Just knocked out for a couple of days.
Yeah, and I'll catch you later.
All right, buddy.
Everybody out there, have a great weekend. Thanks for listening. See you Monday.